John Kavakis here with another edition of My Take, and today we're going to take a close look at Goldvarg's 1965 F100 step-side. You know, to take a look at the automotive landscape right now is filled with trucks and SUVs, and here in 2023, it seems like we just can't get enough luxury features in them. I mean, they've got everything. They've got leather, they've got moon roofs, they've got heated this, power that, fantastic sound systems. They're just crammed full of luxury features that nobody would have expected in a pickup truck 30 or 40 years ago. Well, it's been a long and winding road to get here. It started actually in 1948. Ford began the F-Series. There was a wide variety of weight ratings, a wide variety of configurations, pickup trucks, cab over, cabin chassis, you know, it would go up to 1 ton. And, you know, they were work trucks. They were farm trucks. They were trucks that were very utilitarian, not real fancy inside. They were made to do a job, and those models were on the market through 1952. 1953 brought a new design, and it was kind of coming into its own. It was a little bit more stylish, larger truck, more room in the cab. New models were designated by 3 digits that year, like this F100. In 1956, they had an all-new cab. This one had a wraparound windshield of sorts. It's not as radical as we've seen on the cars, but it also had some really cool features like a panoramic rear window that was optional. Had a nicer interior, a little bit more bling. They were getting more stylish. People were starting to use them for other things than just work-related, and they were kind of coming into their own. You could see what was developing there. So they upped the style content for 1957 through 60. 59 saw in-house production of four-wheel drive for the first time. Prior to that, they had been done by aftermarket manufacturers and had a dramatic new style for the generation between 1961 and 1966. They were longer, they were wider, there was a greater choice of powertrains, ads starting touting comfort and convenience features. They were moving beyond work-only status, and people were starting to dress them up and parade them through town. You could see people washing them on the weekends, waxing them, and that sort of thing. That was just the beginning of where we got to today. So Goldvarg has managed to capture the mood and the tenor of the moment for 1965 in their 65 F100 step size. Now I got 2 of them here. One of these is in marlin blue, and the other is in a weathered, rusty paint scheme, which I think is kind of neat. We're going to take a close look at both of them. We'll take a look at the marlin blue first. I'm going to put them on the turntable together so you get a good look at both of them. So here it is, you know, a typical great Goldvarg finish. Badging is fantastic. Really nice grille. Turn signals are in the right place. Proper amber. Ford's picked out along the front. The Ford emblem right on the top of the hood. Looking pretty good. The windshield wipers, the little grate, the little vent in front of the front cowl just before the windshield, picked out very, very nicely. The wheels are good. Now, this has got chrome wheel covers. I've already heard from a few people that, although they don't come with chrome wheel covers, but there was an option for them, and a lot of people would do this sort of thing to dress it up, and this model here is clearly has been dressed up some, okay? So it's got the separate door handles, door locks are picked out. Around the back of the truck, you see the tail lights, nice lensing, great Ford nomenclature on the back, nice bumper. Look at that bed. Now, again, here's something that was high maintenance. This was probably varnished wood or teak and would require maintenance each year. This is a dressy pickup, and it is well represented. The wooden bed liners, rails on each side, very, very well done. The interior, great looking dash, two-tone interior, so it's upscale in particular for 1965. Great glazing on the windows, very nicely done. The antenna coming out of the middle of the roof, very well done, well executed, nice little detail there. And I just love the spare tire hanging off the side, which is appropriate for a step side. So I want to take a look at this weathered one. Now this is something a little new. I know Sergio was excited about it. He showed us a prototype of this about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And so we've been waiting for it. And I think the factory's done a nice job on making this look weathered. Now that's always a little problematic. You know, we've seen trucks that are weathered in dioramas and, you know, a one-off where it really takes a lot of effort. But this is well done for the factory. You know, there's not a whole lot of flash here. There's some left over from the original model. Could be fairly realistic, but, you know, you can see where the paint has been faded. It's got a different door on it. This one has the proper poverty hubcaps. Still got the door handle. The mirror is properly weathered. It's got the same basic configuration for the bed and the bed rails, but they look like they've been out in the weather for a while. There's even a little for sale sign in the back window. We'll get a picture of that because you're going to want to see that. They did a great job on it. So, you know, the paint is inconsistent as it would be in something that had been out for a long time. The paint had faded. I think they've done a nice job. It's a point of interest. The interior is in really nice shape, except the top of the dash is weathered and appropriately so. And I think they've tried to do the same thing with the steering wheel. Of course, they have the for sale sign in the windshield as well. And you can see that the interior is not nearly as nice as the interior on the Marlin Blue one. So they're nice models. I'll tell you something, fantastic. For a diorama. They're fantastic if you're looking for something a little bit different, but I see a movement in the hobby towards pickup trucks, SUVs. I think we're going to be seeing more of this. I think, once again, Sergio is a little bit ahead of his time on this, or he might be setting the pace on it, but these are well-executed models of an F100. And again, you know, $99 is a really great value. It's hard to argue about them when everybody else is $130, and we've seen some as high as $160. So I'll put Sergio's website up here. You can go there and take a look at them. You can get them from your favorite dealer. But I think they're great models, and I think they would be a valuable addition to your diorama or maybe to your collection even as it sits on the shelf. So this is my take on Goldvarg's 1965 F100 step side. Thanks for tuning in. Do me a favor before you leave. If you like the video, will you give me a like, a thumbs up button down there? That really helps out the channel. Love to have you as a subscriber. We've picked up about 80 subscribers in the last 2 weeks, and I just love the dialogue that we're getting, some of the comments, some of the trade-off, and sometimes some of the corrections. So I really appreciate when somebody lets me know that I've missed some fact or some detail. So John Kavakis signing off. I'll be back again real soon.